is up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today, boys, we got another filter video for you guys. In today's filter video, we are going to be going over budget filters, expensive filters, and filters where you can target some of the most expensive cards in the game. So I'm just excited to get into it. I'm excited to show you guys how you can make some quick and easy MT. So let's get into the video. Without further ado, man, let's go. Boys, some of the filters in today's video, real quick, I just want to get it out of the way. Some of them are going to repeat, obviously. Some of the filters that I've mentioned in previous videos still work, so why fix something that's not broken? At the end of the day, man, you guys got to understand, some of the filters that I've been using all year have been working all year. So at the end of the day, some of these filters are going to repeat, but I can guarantee you right now, man, there are some new filters in today's video that you want to stay tuned for, and there's actually an MT making method that you want to stay tuned for 100%, because I'm telling you, bro, that right there is one of the better ways to make MT if you're on a budget and if you have close to like 100 to 200,000 MT. So we're gonna get into the video. Before we do, man, over 50% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel. So if you're new and you enjoy the content and it helps you out, man, hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. It helps the channel out a ton, and of course it can be undone at any time. And we're gonna get into the rest of this video, man. I'm very excited. Let's get into some filters. Let's go. Boys, we're going to start off real basic today, man. We are going to start off with the 550 filter. Now, the reason I put it at 550 is because you're going to see way more snipes. You're going to get way more cards, and you're still going to be making profit on anything that pops up, so you don't have to hesitate at all. If something pops up on this filter, man, you're going to want to buy it. And I'm telling you right now, if you use this filter when there's a content there, or when 2K drops packs, whatever the case may be, man, I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of good cards on this filter. Not just bronzes and emeralds. You're going to get opals, dark matters, and sometimes even like invincible cards and GOAT cards. I've seen people get GOAT cards for 500 MT. So definitely a filter that you should be trying out once in a while. I would say only use it when there's actually content in 2K. I would not use it on a regular weekday, like in a random time in the day, because honestly, it's really not going to work that great if you do that. But if you want to use it on a content day, it is a great budget filter to kind of get your MT up quickly. So go ahead, give it a go. You never know what you're going to get, and literally anything that pops up is a snipe. And then of course, my go-to budget filter, for those of you guys that always ask me, Logic, what's a good budget filter to go to? This right here is hands down the best one. Dark matter up to the cheapest. Now obviously the maximum buyout can always change. I mean, it literally changes every single day. So right now it's 9,000. When you guys are watching this, it might be less, but adjust it to what the cheapest is, and then all you got to do is just spam the refresh until something pops up. Pretty much buy anything except for the cards that are, you know, just as cheap. If you want to play it safe, what I would suggest doing is put it 1,500 under the price that dark matters are actually going for. So for example, if they're going for 10K, put the maximum buyout at 8.5K, and to be honest, you're gonna see a lot of snipes. Boom, I literally was on the filter for 2 seconds, already saw a snipe. Unfortunately, I missed it. You're gonna miss a lot of things, but you're also gonna get a lot of things on this filter, and you never know when you're gonna get one of the top tier dark matters on here. So definitely give it a go, try to make your MT, and if you're on a budget, this is the best way to get yourself to 100,000 MT. So boys, I do want to show you guys a few enable filters right now. Obviously, enable filters, I mean, most enable filters are going to cost you an arm and a leg. For example, if you're going to enable a conference fully or just enable all dark matters, it's going to cost you millions upon millions. But there are some enable filters that you guys could use that are kind of cheap, and you could pretty much, you know, do them with a couple 100,000 MT, and they're worth doing as well. So we're going to get it started with this Dark Matters Lakers filter. All you got to do, Dark Matter Lakers for your team, put it at 100K minimum bid, 500 minimum buyout. Now you are going to have to buy some cards. Honestly, if you use it at certain times of the day, you're really not gonna have to buy anything. Like right now, I would not have to buy any cards. Like I have none of these cards bought, and I can still do this filter. So even if you're not gonna enable it, you could try it out once every while. Just make sure the scroll isn't too big. But you could also enable the filter by buying this LeBron, buying this Magic, and buying AD as well. I wouldn't recommend buying Kuzma or this Kobe, because they don't really pop up that much. They don't really pop up that often. So if you want to, all you got to do, man, buy a few of these cards, enable it, and the cards you're actually going to be able to see on this filter, they're pretty big, to be honest. I mean, you got obviously GOAT Magic, you got GOAT Kareem, you got Invincible Shaq, you got Invincible Wilt, you got Space Jam LeBron, which I would not recommend sniping, but it's 100% up to you guys. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, you obviously have GOAT Kobe as well. So you got a lot of options on this filter, a lot of things that you can snipe. And to be honest, if you're in the market for a very cheap enable filter, like less than 200K, I would say this one will cost you around 200,000. So go ahead, give it a go. You're going to be able to see some of the top tier dark matters in the game, and to be honest, if you get one of them, you're going to make a lot of MT. So boys, the next filter I got for you guys is another enable filter, and this one right here is not going to cost you as much either. Like it's only going to cost you 100 to 200,000 MT at max, and the cards you're going to be able to see on here are pretty expensive, although very exclusive, which means you're not going to be seeing snipes very consistently, but when you do see a snipe, you're going to make a lot of profit on it. So as you guys can see, man, I mean, it is of course the Western Center Dark Matter Enable filter. Now, you are going to have to buy a few cards. You're going to have to buy DeAndre Ayton. You're going to have to buy this Wilt Chamberlain Flash Glitch card. You're also going to have to buy AD, and that's kind of a 2-in-1 because you're going to need him anyway for the Lakers enabled if you want to do that filter as well. And, of course, I would recommend buying, you know, Greg Oden as well because he's kind of cheap. So, once you have all those bought, all you gotta literally do is enable it, spam the refresh, and the cards you're actually gonna be seeing on here are some of the top tier Dark Matters in the game, as most of you already know, man. If you take a look at who you're gonna be able to see, I mean, you got Kareem, you got Shaq, you got Yao Ming on this filter as well. So, I mean, you're pretty much going for the top of the top. Like, these are the most expensive cards in the game, pretty much. I mean, you literally have the most expensive card in the game on this filter, which is Yao Ming. So definitely give this a go. Another very simple, easy enable filter where you don't need much MT at all to enable it, and it's kind of worth it because if you get one snipe, not only does it pay off the filter, it pays off a lot of profit as well. Now, boys, on top of all those enable filters I just gave you guys, there's actually another way to enable cards, and you guys should already know this way because I've mentioned it multiple times, so we're just going to go over it real quick. It is divisions. Now, all you got to do for divisions is just find one that you want to stick with. For example, the Central Division is going to cost you a lot of MT to actually enable some of these divisions, but the good thing about the Central Division right here is there's a lot of expensive cards and a lot of, you know, top tier cards. So you got GOAT MJ, you got Invincible Giannis, you got Invincible PG. I mean, you got, you know, a lot of cards. You got Invincible Kareem. You got a lot of cards on these filters, man. There's Braun. I mean, there's just a lot of choices that you could actually snipe from this filter, and a lot of top tier Dark Matters, which we're pretty much targeting with all these enable filters. Enable filters, you kind of want to be able to target those top tier cards, and if you do the Central filter, you're going to be able to do exactly that. Another one you could actually do is, you know, Dark Matter Southeast if you want to, and of course Northwest is another one as well. Even though there's not a lot of cards on here, there's a few cards that you can make a lot of profit off of. So go ahead, just enable whatever division you want to. Just look through all the expensive cards in a certain division. I would recommend Central, and then of course Southwest, I believe it is. Yes, it is Southwest and Central, the two filters that I would recommend. You could also do Pacific if you want, but Pacific is going to cost you a lot as well. It's 100% up to you guys though. Pick a division, enable it, stick with that division, and you're going to be able to make some easy profit along the way. Now, boys, the last type of, I guess, enable filter I got for you guys in today's video, before we move into the MT method, that's actually going to help a lot of you guys out, I promise you, so stay tuned for that. But the last way I got for you guys is to enable a different position. So obviously we talked about Western Center. You could also do small forward Western. There's a lot of great filters that I would recommend. Small forward and Western is definitely one of them. The cards are very cheap that you're going to need to buy. I mean, you're going to need to buy probably this Space Jam LeBron, probably this LeBron as well. And then Wiggins and Anthony Edwards are like a combined 30K. So it's not going to cost you much at all to enable this one. And obviously you can see Michael Porter Jr. on this one, Invincible KD. There's a ton of other cards as well. And if 2K continues to drop content, you're obviously going to be seeing a lot of other cards as well. But with that being said, man, we're pretty much through all of the enable filters that you could run in this game. If you're kind of struggling with the Dark Matter filter, I mean, there's two methods that I personally use. These are the ones that have made me the most MT, and I'm going to show you guys right now. Some of you guys might know these, but I mean, all you got to do, man, is go to the packs that are in the market and find a card to hard scope. I'm telling you, bro, hard scoping is still the wave. Hard scoping is still the way to get the best cards. I'm telling you right now, if you want something out of the new packs, if you want to snap something, hard scoping will get it done for you. You're going to be able to sit on the filter for as long as you want. You're not going to be distracted by any other cards that pop up, and if the card that you want pops up, you better capitalize, because I'm telling you, man, you only get one chance at this filter because it is very, very hard. I'm not saying it's easy. It is still very, very hard to get a snipe, but once it pops up, you're gonna, you know, you're not gonna have to scroll anything. You're just gonna be able to go boom and just go right to the card and buy it. So definitely hard scoping is a way that I would highly recommend some of you guys make some MT. It's easy. You only need 100,000, and to be honest, it's probably the most clear and concise way of making an MT if you don't have like a crazy enable filter setup. So go ahead, give it a go. It's the way I've been making a lot of MT this past week, and to be honest, any of you guys could use it as well. We're gonna get into one more method though that you guys could use specific to these draft day packs or these next packs. So let me show you guys what that is, and let's get over it. So boys, the last part of this video is actually to hard scope some of these next Dark Matters. I'm not talking about the Invincible cards. I'm talking about one of the next Dark Matters. Now, the reason you want to do this is a lot of people are pulling these because these packs are literally guaranteed. So like every 5 packs, you're going to pull a Dark Matter, and a lot of people are throwing some of these cards up for a snipe. All you got to do, man, go to the names in the packs and just find a few cards that you want to be hard scoping. Now, one thing I got to recommend to you guys, make sure it is a Dark Matter. Do not be hard scoping no opals, and make sure it's not one that's super cheap. I would say the ones you got to stay away from, obviously you want to stay away from Davion Mitchell. He's only like 12K. You want to stay away from Ayo because he's like 10K now. Trey Man's pretty cheap as well. Just find a card that kind of suits your price range. It could be anything. Jalen Johnson's not bad. He's like 25K. Same with Corey. He's like 25k. Keon Johnson, same thing. If you want to go a little bit higher tier, you can go Evan Mobley, Jalen Green, and Jalen Suggs. And then, of course, if you want to kind of do like a whole hard scoping thing, go with Cade Cunningham. But the reason I say you want to hard scope some of these cards, man, they pop up quite often, and they pop up for very, very cheap. So you're going to be able to, you know, flip them multiple times for a big profit. So I'm telling you right now, man, if you haven't got to it already, get to these filters. I'm telling you right now, one of the most underrated ways to make MT right now. If you hard scope some of these, you know, brand new rookies in my team, you're going to be able to flip them quickly. And the good thing is these filters are pretty consistent. So give it a go. Let me know what you guys think. And that's pretty much it for all the filters in today's video. And to be honest, boys, if you kind of look at it, it's kind of hard to decide on what filter to use because there's not many. There's really not many filters in my team right now that are working if you don't have enabled all. So you got to make it work. Find ways to, you know, innovate, find ways to, you know, kind of switch through filters and all that, and don't stick to one filter for too long. Always switch it up. That's key right there, bro. I'm telling you, if you switch it up, eventually something is going to pop up on one of the filters. So give these a go. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you guys make any MT or snipe anything crazy. So yeah, boys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Hopefully these filters help you guys make some MT. I am still away when this video is out, so I'll be back soon. Obviously, we got some giveaways coming when I'm back, so stay tuned. Some big news is coming, man. We got some giveaways for you guys and all those types of things. But I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video, man. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you guys have any other filters that I didn't mention or I forgot to mention in today's video, leave them in the comment section. Help each other out down below, man. I would love to see that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. I love you. Stay safe. Stay blessed. I'll see you. Peace.